Hi everyone and welcome to Creative Cakes by Sharon. Since Christmas is just around the corner, today I'm going to show you how to make a cute little fully edible Christmas tree ornament. So let's get started. Here I have the lid of a cake box, but any cardboard will do, and I'm using a cake board to cut out a large circle. These Christmas tree cakes can be made to any size, so just grab anything you have handy that is round. A dinner plate is a great idea as well, and just trace around the shape and cut it out. Now I need to find the centre of my circle, and I'm just going to measure across the diameter and mark the centre both horizontally and vertically, then cut from the edge to the mark in the middle. I need to wrap the cardboard around now to form a cone and then cut this shape out. As you can see, it's a little more than a quarter of a circle, and you can use the rest of the cardboard to make more cones later if you like. Using a stapler, I can secure the cardboard in the shape I need. Now here I have a sheet of greaseproof paper, and using the same cake board as my template, I need to trace around and cut out a cone shape exactly the same way that I did for the cardboard. The wax paper simply sits in the centre of the cone and doesn't need to be secured in any way, and to make the cone easy to handle, just pop it in a cup or a glass for support. Now here I have some of my white chocolate mud cake. In fact, these are just cut-offs from a cake. You could also use cut-offs or just bake a whole new cake. I also have some white chocolate ganache, and it's quite a runny consistency. You can find both of these recipes in the links on screen. Now I'm going to crumble the cake, and it's best done with a glove so you don't get too sticky. It's not going to end up in a really fine crumb because of course it's a mud cake, which actually makes the end product nice and sturdy. Now that there are no lumps of cake, I can add a little bit of the ganache to the cake crumbs, and it's best to use a fork here to avoid a huge sticky mess, and mix it in well. I need to add a little more of the ganache and continue to combine. The mixture is ready once the cake crumbs hold themselves together nicely and come away cleanly from the edge of the bowl. It's time to start filling the mixture into the cone, and it's best to start with a small amount first and push it really well into the point of the cone. It's best to continue adding the mixture gradually while pressing out as much air as possible so you don't end up with any air bubbles that would make any holes in the finished cake cone. Once I get to the top, I'm going to pat it down nicely and flatten it out, then pop it in the freezer for about 20 minutes to set. So here is the set cake cone, and I can easily remove the cardboard and peel away the paper to reveal a nicely formed cone of cake. I'm going to present this little Christmas tree cake ornament on a cake board, so I'll secure it in place with a little of the leftover ganache. You could even use a nice decorative plate to present this on. I'll be decorating this tree with red, green and white fondant. I've also previously made one using just red and green, and one in all green. So the first thing I need to do is roll out each colour nice and thin. The quickest and easiest way to do this is using a pasta machine on the first setting. Once I have each colour rolled out and trimmed, I need to cut them into strips. The strips are about 10 centimetres long and about 1 centimetre wide. I'm also going to need a few smaller ones which are about half the length. These little ones are going to go right at the top of the tree. Now I need to make each strip into a loop. My fondant is quite moist at the moment, so it's easily sticking to itself, but you can always use a little bit of water or edible glue to help. Now that everything is ready, I can start to assemble them onto the cone. Once once again, the cone is also quite sticky because it's come out of the freezer, but if yours is dried a little, just use some water to help the loops stick. So I'll just start by making rows using alternating colours and work right up the cone till I get to the very top. Now I can add the smaller loops and pinch the fondant together at the top to form a small little point. And that's all there is, guys, to making these cute little Christmas tree cake ornaments. These would make great table centerpieces or even great table settings for each of your guests at Christmas. And because they're so easy and quick to make, they're also a perfect edible Christmas gift too. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. You can check out some of my other Christmas tutorials which are on screen now. Make sure to subscribe and don't forget to get started on your very own edible Christmas treats now. I hope you tune in next time, and thanks for watching.